Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming to you with a video that I just have been dreaming of recording for months, and it's finally here. IMATs New York 2015. I attended the Saturday Saturday session. There was 3 days. Friday was for pros, and then Saturday and Sunday were open to the general public. I attended the Saturday one. It was everything I thought it would be and then some. It had its goods, its bad, it's chaotic, it's crazy, it's amazing moments. If you have not experienced IMATs at least one time and you have the same love for makeup like I have, and just for the talent of, you know, the artistry of makeup itself, you need to attend this at least once in your life. Just do it once. I'm telling you, it'll change your mind just about makeup in general and all it is and all it has to offer. I'm gonna talk about everything. I'm gonna talk about the good, the bad, the in-between, and of course I'm gonna show you guys what I purchased. Like, I went in there like about to give them all my money, and I did. I gave them basically all my money, but it was well worth it. I got a lot of good things, so I'm excited about this video. So we're just going to jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is the bad. Let's just get the bad over with. Them lines. Lord Jesus, them lines are crazy. Okay, I called myself getting there early. First of all, parking. I drove into the city. Parking was amazingly great. I got into a parking garage and I only paid, I think, $16 for like 12 hours, so that was great. So I called myself, me and my friend Corinne went together, and we called ourselves getting there early. We got there like 8, but then we stopped at a store. So we got to IMATs at about 8:15. I want to say 8:15, 8:20, and the line was crazy. It looked crazy when we were walking there, but as we actually walked up, and it was like barricades and the lines were like this, I was like, oh, I'm not early. You gotta get there like at the crack of dawn, because people were like, it looked like people had been camping out there since the night before last. It's nowhere in the world that they were there any earlier, that much earlier than me. It was crazy. But once they finally opened the doors at 9, the line did begin to move. It did begin to move. But then once you got inside, there were lines for everything. So I already had a list, the paper that shows you where everything is at. So I said the first stop I'm making is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have to get the contour kit, and I wanted a new dip brow, you know, things like that. So I'm like, get my band, make a beeline for it, because I see it as soon as I walk in. Get there, they're like, oh, you have to come back in 20 minutes, the line is too long. It's only 9:22. What do you mean the line is too long? Like, I couldn't believe that the line was like long at that time and they had to cut it off. So I'm like, fine, you know, whatever, we'll go on another line. All the lines were basically long for the most part. Some of them had a system, so they moved a little faster. Dose of Color had a really good system, so it moved fast. Sigma had an excellent system, so it moved fast. You got a list of just everything that they had. If you knew what you want, you checked it off, you moved up quicker. If you didn't, you need to look, you moved a little slower, but the line still moved. That Morphe line though, so that line not only wrapped around the corner and down the block, it probably could cross the street if it could. It was crazy. My friend waited on that line for 2 hours. I was able to go to Lady Moss, wait on their line, purchase my stuff, go to her, give her my money for what I wanted from Morphe, because I already knew what I wanted, but she needed to look, so she had to actually stand on the line. Go give her my money, then go on the Sigma line. I was halfway up on the Sigma line when she finally got through to Morphe. We waited on the Sigma line another 10 minutes and our purchase was done. So I did 2 lines pretty much while she was on that one line for Morphe. It was crazy. And then by the time she got up there, the Jaclyn Hill palette was sold out. It was like, what is life? Get it together. But you know what? I'm going to give it to them. I don't know if Morphe was there last year or if they were as big as they are now, but I'm pretty sure next year they'll be more prepared, ready, organized, all that other good stuff, because that line was crazy. But in the process of waiting on these lines and getting the things you want, the best part of it all, you got to meet amazing YouTubers, and I was like freaking out. So the first YouTuber that I saw, I actually had, while my friend was on the Morphe line, I went to the Lady Moss line. Then I went to the Sigma line, and while I'm on the Sigma line, I met this, you know, nice young lady that was on the line with me, and she was like, oh, Sedona Lace is around the corner. So I said, she held my spot for me, and I ran around the corner just to see what Sedona Lace has. AaliyahJay is there. She is like the tiniest person. She is so sweet though. She's so kind, and she was like, tag me. Like, she's just down to earth, very chill, very in the cut, not bougie. And that's the vibe I got from every YouTuber that I ran into. Everyone that is known for their makeup that I ran into, they just was so just chill and just very kind. And it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that, you know, the status of who they are hasn't gotten to them. That's really cool. Then we get our stuff, we get off the line, we see Beatfacehoney. Lord of mercy, y'all don't understand. She is just, she's just as humble as she is on like YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and all that other stuff. She's just as humble in person. It's like crazy. I loved running into her. She told me my chain made her feel like I woke up like this. Like, I need any more reason to feel like I'm Beyonce. Like, she should have never told me that. Now, for real, I'm related to her too. That's it. I don't need anyone to tell me anything, because, you know, she already told me I'm remind of Beyonce. Like, hello. I mean, it's just so many I saw. I saw Mac Daddy. Oh, Rosita Applebaum. My friend loves Rosita Applebaum. She's just so sweet, so kind, and she remembered my friend, and she even remembered the comment that my friend left on her page. Like, I thought that was so cool. Of course, Patrickstarr, Viva Glam Kate, Manny MUA. It was so, SonjdraDeluxe. There were so many YouTubers that we met. It was just like, what? Thatgirlshaexo. It was too many to count. Now, the one YouTuber that I didn't get to see was Samantha, and I knew she was there because 1,000 people had saw her, and my friend saw her when she was waiting on the Morphe line, and I didn't get to see her, and I'm a little hurt, but I will manage. I will see her. It doesn't matter. But it was just so nice to see everyone. I had a dream the night before that I was going to see Jaclyn Hill, and when I woke up the next day and I picked up my friend and we're driving there, and I'm like, I had a dream. She was like, about what? I said, I can't tell you because I need this dream to come true. Like, this is my dream. If you guys don't know, in my head, Jaclyn Hill is my sister. We have different daddies. It's a long story, but that is definitely my sister. Like, can't no one tell me anything different. She is everything. She is so talented, just so sweet, so humble on YouTube, and I needed to see her in person. I needed to physically hold her hand and tell her she's beautiful. I had a whole speech as to what I was going to say to her, and you know, how it was gonna go when I saw her, and of course it didn't go like that. So it's about 4 o'clock, you know, it's about to be over, and I have been saying all day on every line, Jaclyn Hill just needs to come. Like, I don't know where she is, where she's playing at. You know, she want to be, it looked like it was in Soho on her Instagram. She's playing with my emotions. She needs to get her tail here. So my friend was like, don't worry, she's coming. At like 4:10, I'm like, you know what? Let's just, Anastasia Beverly Hills line is probably short. Yeah, I went back like 2 or 3 times and the line was still long, so I had to keep coming back. I said, let's just get our stuff from there and then we can go, because she's not coming. I'm going to stand on the line, and the Anastasia Beverly Hills line is right by the exit. And I see this crowd, and I'm like, who are all of these people outside crowding around? I just left from out there to see Patrickstarr, Manny MUA, Viva Glam Clay, and Rosita Applebaum. So I'm like, who else is out there? And my friend goes, I see red hair. My heart dropped. I was like, it's her! It's Jaclyn Hill! I took the only beeline. Like, I was just like, oh my God. We get up there, and it's so crowded. All you can do is see her hair and her perfect tan. Like, I'm like, that's her! And I knew she was going inside, so I started backing one up. Like, she's coming in, let me go inside because I need to get a picture with her. And she was like, I'll be back out. You couldn't even really hear what she was saying. Like, that's how hectic it was. So I'm like, all right, let me go back inside. I'm walking behind her. I'm walking behind her. My friend is walking in front of her. Like, I'm stalking her. Like, I need a picture. And everybody is stopping and grabbing her for a picture. And she's posing with all these people, but I don't want to just like grab on her. So I'm like, I need a picture with her. Like, this is what I waited for all day, to get a picture with her. Finally, we're leaving, and my friend just like stops her, and she's like, listen, my friend, can you please take a picture with her? We waited all day to see you. Like, she is like in love with you. She didn't even hesitate. It wasn't even a thought like, look at her, you know, the people that she went and like, can I take a picture? It was no problem. Sure, absolutely. Like, put her arm around me, smile for the picture. It was a moment that I promise you I will never forget. It was just amazing. And no matter how many times she knew she had to keep walking and keep it pushing, and people that she were with kept telling her she had to keep going, she made it her business to stop, pose for a picture, smile. She waved to my friend in a video. Like, it was just, I loved it. And that just made me realize just how much more in love with her that I am. It was great. It was so nice to see her. It was so nice to see all of the, you know, YouTubers that were there. But I'm not gonna lie, because in my head she's my sister. It was different to see her. And celebrities, as far as like actors and singing artists, who don't even have as much of a following and a liking as they do, as some of these YouTubers, and they're more down to earth than the celebrities. Like, you have to just appreciate them and just love what they do. And when I get up there, because one day I will be up there, I'm gonna be just like that. Don't worry, I won't forget about you guys. You're my peoples. All right, POP holding it down. So now we're gonna get into the best part, the purchases. So I went in there thinking, okay, it's definitely gonna be a discount, and it was. Some of the stores had bigger discounts than others, and if you were a pro, of course, you got a discount on top of a discount. One day I'm gonna be a pro too. So, but for now, I loved what I got, so let's just jump into it. I just threw everything into the Makeup Forever tote bag. I'm gonna post some pictures at the end. They gave you really big bags for like one thing. You know, you could have just bought a lip gloss and you got the largest, you know, bag out there. So for me, I had to condense it because it was just too many bags. And then, you know, I didn't want to come in the house looking like I shot my life away. So I was like, let me just put everything in one bag so it doesn't look like it's a lot. But it was, but it wasn't. So I'm just gonna randomly pull things out the bag for you guys to see. So the first thing here are lashes that I got. So actually the very first booth that I went to was the velour lash booth, and these are in the style Complete Me. And I was like, you know, I have to try at least one pair of velour lashes. After all, you know, my sister Jaclyn Hill uses them too. So these are in the style Complete Me. And actually, the lady who was at the booth was like, I'm wearing Complete Me. I was like, I'm sold. They're just so gorgeous and so natural looking. And they're beautiful. And they're soft. Of course, the packaging is everything. So who's complaining? And the line was short. So it was like in and out. Then I stopped, of course, at the Lady Moss booth, and I had to rack up on some Cocoa lashes, guys, because they were a steal. Okay, Cocoa lashes alone are like $6-7 off the Lady Moss site, and they have them like 4 for $20. So I have put some up. These are I just grabbed different styles that I bought because it was just too many. So the first style that I bought, well, actually I already have tried the Bella, Foxy, and Soho. So those were like givens that I was picking up, but I wanted to try some other styles. And I'm the type of person that I'm only gonna buy one of a new style, because if I get the style and I don't like it, I'm gonna be aggravated. For example, I have Foxy and it's not one of my favorites. For me, the band is too thick. So I didn't want to buy doubles and then I don't really like the style that I got. But the first ones that I got of a different style was Vixen. Vixen looks like this. They're very gorge. And of course, I already told you guys, if you don't know what they look like or you haven't seen them in my videos, these are Sohos. I've worn these countless times, so I just racked up on those. I got the style Ariel. These are a style I've never tried, but I've seen 2 or 3 people here on YouTube use them, so I definitely want to give them a try. Then I had to try Risque. These are Risque. I saw a girl in the street with these on, and I was like, yeah, I need those in my life. What? How have I not tried them already? Then I got... They're always sold out, which is why I have not been able to get them. But of course, I got Goddess. I have a feeling Goddess is gonna be my new babies. Like, my babies are actually Bella. Bella is my favorite Cocoa Lashes style. But I don't know. I'm looking at Goddess and I'm like, Bella got some competition. And then I wanted to just try some bottom lashes. I've never tried any, so I got a pair of 304s like this. On the Lady My site, they don't, there's no pictures for the bottom lashes, which is another reason why I've never purchased a pair from online. But, and then I just got some other styles that I needed to get for me, for my kit, for everything. These guys here, I've used them countless times. These are the 747s, and they're in the small and the medium. So you can see the difference. So the small and the medium. And then I got the Demi Wispies and some S4s. So I really, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, dang, I should have picked up some more because I have an issue, guys. I need Jesus on this one. I have a lash issue. I'm gonna pray on it. But it's probably not gonna change. But those were the lashes. Okay, so the next thing that I'm gonna go into that I'm grabbing for are brushes. And I just got one brush from Morphe that I really wanted to try. Honestly, I have a lot of brushes, so I really didn't want to purchase. If anything, if I was purchasing any brushes, it would probably be repeats of brushes that I have that I just need more of. There aren't really any brushes that I really want to try except for the Zoeva ones, and they weren't at IMATs, so I'm just gonna purchase those offline. But I really like this brush. This is the Morphe MB5 brush. It's, oh gosh, you know, I've seen about 6 or 7 people use this for bronzer, and I'm like, you know, not everybody has to use the brush the same way. So if that works for you, I'm gonna try it and see how it works for me. You know, I'm always into new stuff. Then of course I got just 2 more brushes from Sigma. I got another E40 brush. Like I said, I didn't really need new brushes. I needed to stock up on brushes that I already own. I needed more. So I got the E40 and I got the E25 brush right here. And then they even, what I liked about Sigma is they gave you little, like little, where are they? Okay, I have no idea where I stuck it, but they give you like a brush inside, a free little anchor brush. Mine was an E70. If you ever order anything, you know how they send you the little pink brushes? So they gave out the it's called the E70 brush, and you got a little lip gloss. The other thing that I got from Sigma, I'm standing on the line, and you always meet, after waiting on the line for so long, someone new. And I met this really nice girl, and we're talking about the things they're gonna buy. And there's people from the Sigma walking around, and one of the things that they were showing was this here. This is a Sigma brush cleaner. It's called the Sigma Spa Express Cleaning Glove, and they have the big one. This is the one that I think they premiered, she said, at IMATs. I haven't taken out the box, but you stick your finger through this little thing right here. You stick your finger through it, and then you stick your hand in there, and you, of course, clean your brush. And at first I was like, that is a waste of money. I am not buying that. There's nothing wrong with the way I wash my brushes individually. And we're talking, and she's like, girl, you better get that. Like, when you have a lot of brushes, you know, you don't really want to be standing there with your hand. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I know she's probably right, but I'm like, I'm not buying it. But the closer that I got to the front, the more I was like, no, I really do need that in my life. So we're like right about to purchase, and I'm like, girl, I'm gonna get it. She's like, oh, I thought your hair was gonna work just fine. And I'm just like, I'm gonna get it. So I sucked it up and I got it, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to use it. I already have dirty brushes, so I'll probably use it tonight. But it's really, really cool, and I really like how they have different sections. They have a section for the rinse, they have a section for the wash, a section for refine, and express patent pending. It's for the place for the eye brushes. It's really, really, really neat. So that's the stuff that I got as far as brushes are concerned. At the Nigel Beauty Emporium, and I needed a new place to put my foundations and a new spatula. I lost my spatula a while ago, so I was like, let me pick that up. But then I had to go there, and it was like a must. Get the Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancer. Listen, everyone has been raving about this thing. It is everything. My friend put some on her hand. She put 2 shades on her hand just to get the proper one. And when I say she just used a dab, she just used a dab. And it took up her whole hand. evenly just flaws out. It's gorgeous. Then she took a picture with it, and I said, take a picture with the flash so you can, you know, see which one is your complexion. Life. That's how I can describe it. It gives you life. That's all it is. It is so, so cute. And this is what it looks like. It's right here. And I'm just like really, really digging it. I can't wait to use it. I'm excited. And you only need a dab. And it was on sale for a good price, because I know in the stores they're like $48 or $52 depending on where you're getting it from. So that was a steal. I also got a beauty blender, a real beauty blender. I own, you know, you guys know I like the London Soho sponges, and I own the Real Techniques beauty blender sponges. But I was like, let me try the original beauty blender, give it a shot, see what's the big hype. And if there's really no difference from that and my Real Techniques one that's like $6, you guys already know which ones I'm sticking to, right? Okay, just checking. I stopped at Makeup Forever, and I just got a primer, and this is the Step 1 Skin Equalizer base, and this is a radiant primer, and I'm gonna pretty much use this like around here, around my nose, just to even out like skin and things like that, and of course make me radiant and glowy. I got a Midnight Topaz powder. I got this one because I already own the Midnight Banana, but for me it's just a bit too light, especially with I went to Puerto Rico and my skin got darker, so when I put it on, it just looked too bright. And then with the summer coming, of course I'll tan more, so I want to make sure that it's not too bright. So a friend of mine who's my complexion and tans like I tan, she's like, oh, I just mixed the Topaz with a little bit of banana together, and it doesn't give it as bright of a highlight, but still a highlight. And I tried it at her house, and I was like, oh, of course you gotta take a picture with the flash, and I'm like, perfect. So I got me one of those. I told you guys in one of my videos, I need a gel liner that really is black and is everything. And everybody was like, Inglot, 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 Inglot. So, of course I had to stop at the Inglot counter and get their gel liner in the black shade. So, just got me one of these. Last but not least, I got some lippies. The first lippy that I got, when it went on sale, it was probably on sale, I mean, when it went on sale, when it debuted, it was probably available for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, it's nowhere in the world it was on there for a day. I'm telling you. And it is a Dose of Color limited edition Black Rose Matte Lipstick. I was on that line like, it better not be sold out, because by the time I got on the Dose of Colors line, it was maybe, I want to say 10 o'clock-ish, maybe 10:10, and they were like, bury me to a sold out. I'm like, what? We just got here. Like, we just got here. What do you mean it's sold out? So I was like, if Black Rose is sold out, I'm gonna be aggravated. So the lady was like, no, it's not sold out. You should be good by the time you get up there. So let me just swatch it for you guys so you can see what it looks like. Right there, it's like a gorgeous dark plumish red, and it's everything, and I cannot wait to give you guys a tutorial for this. I've been dying for like a sexy, dark, seductive red. So I'm satisfied with life right now. Like, my lip paint obsession lately is crazy. It doesn't make any sense why I'm so addicted. It doesn't make any sense why I feel this way about my lip paints, but I do. So on to the next lip paints. I got me some Lime Crime Velveteens. I was on the line and everybody was talking about the big thing that happened with Lime Crime and stealing people's credit cards and things like that. And I was like, y'all have it's just too much drama, but I'm gonna get me some Lime Crimes. So the first one that I was like, I'm definitely, you know, for sure getting was Cashmere. And Cashmere I actually have on today. I don't know why I stuck it back in the box, but I have a little bit of Cashmere on today and I love it. So I already knew that I wanted Cashmere, but just so you guys can see a full swatch. It is on my lips though, but I'll put it on my hand as well. That's what it looks like. It's very, very gorgeous. It kind of honestly looks like Marshmallow, which is from Colored Rain, which is sold out in every Ricky's that I've been trying to get it from, because Ricky's now carries Colored Rain in certain places. But I don't know. I haven't seen Marshmallow in person, but I have seen it on people of my complexion, and that's what it kind of reminds me of. And it's gorge. Like, who needs anything else? And as I'm on the line and I'm telling the girl in front of me, who is a very big Lime Crime fan, she loves them, she owns all of their teams, and I'm like, well, I want cashmere. She's like, you know, you should get Riot. And I'm like, Riot? It's always sold out. You know, it was coming soon, and then it came, and then it was sold out. She was like, no, it'll look good on you. So I said, well, let me see it. So when we got up to the front, I swatched it, and I was like, yeah, absolutely. Hands down, must have it. This is what it looks like. Gorge. Are you freaking kidding me? And I love it because if I want to go out with my boo and I want to go out during the day and I want my lips to have a statement, but I don't want it to be overstated, I feel like this is so gorge, so subtle yet so sexy, and just so beautiful and so proper for the season. Like, you can't go wrong with it. So Riot was a hit. Thanks, girl. I got me Riot. So yes, that is all of the purchases. That was my IMATs experience. I hope you guys enjoyed IMATs if you went, and if you did not attend, next year, get on it. Do not wait to buy your tickets. They sell out fast. This is my haul, my experience. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you. I love you. Bye, guys. Show.